Hello and welcome to the
11th.
11th.
Is it?
Welcome to the is it the 11th?
Hold on.
Yep.
Give me a
11th.
second.
The 11th.
The 11th.
Wait, what if it's
I
the
swear I forget every single time.
Yeah.
We just can't count. It's okay.
This is why I wasn't putting GT.
God.
Anyways, foreshadowing.
You're so smart.
This is our 11th episode.
Question mark?
Yeah,
episode?
11th episode.
Yes, sir. Okay, this is our
Yes.
11th
11th episode.
episode today. Hello, everybody. Of course, we have our usual cast here. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hola.
Hey.
And we do have a very special guest. We have a special guest today.
God!
Oh my
Um,
God.
Today
Shut
on
Raw?
in
In the studio.
today in the studio we have
Mhm.
drum roll.
Is it Drake?
I think it's
I hope
Kanye
not.
West.
No, we already had Kanye
No one
West.
is giving a drum roll.
Oh,
You
wait.
guys
Oh,
suck.
Tyler Creator.
Today we have BBL Drake.
Oh
Oh
my!
my god, BBL Drake.
I did not like Certified Lover Boy that much. I'm sorry. I'm not
gonna-
But you're submissive and breedable.
I didn't even listen to
That's
it.
enough.
Of course that's a joke. The B in BBL stands for Bryson. Today we have Bryson.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why did she laugh like that?
Is it the Bryson
Alexia.
booty lift?
Alex. Yeah, exactly.
I'm so intellectual.
Savannah
Bryson
had like a dry laugh.
Bryson
Yeah.
lift
Alright,
Drake.
Yeah.
Bryson lived?
Anyway,
Say hello, Bryson.
Welcome,
Lift
Bryson.
Drake.
Bryson butt lift Drake? What?
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway,
We're
hold on,
so
let's
sorry,
calm down,
Bryson.
guys. Bryson, please say hi.
Hi. Yeah.
Yay.
Welcome.
We
What
love
is
that
it like
Okay.
being a part of
enthusiasm.
Drake?
A part
Don't
of
say
Drake.
it like
Never
that,
even
Kenneth.
get to it, so-
Bryson is like a
Um,
parasite infecting Drake.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a tick. He's lice.
No.
Move on.
Oh, please?
Move
Please,
on.
please.
I don't want to talk about Drake anymore.
Wow, we're severely
okay,
off
okay.
topic.
We are okay. So
Oh my
talking
God.
about today's topic because I foreshadowed it. Oh my god.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so good at this.
AP English.
I know, right? AP English.
KP Daniels.
Hello, Mr. KP. Was it
KP
KP Daniels?
Bro,
Daniels?
KP Daniels got fired.
So sorry you got fired. Anyways.
LOL. Let's move on.
So today's topic is going to be on the Gifted and Talented program. Kids who
Boo.
are in it, and we'll dabble a little bit into the education system because that does play a big part, and like the mental health of students and things like that. Of course,
Yeah.
that also plays a very big part. So I do know one person who has a lot to say about this, and for once, you're
Oh.
going to be talking for the majority of the time. Oh my god!
Right.
Oh my God.
Kenneth
Kenneth
can
can
get like
speak?
I know, right?
And
Our
I'm sure
audience is
Bryson
probably
has a lot to say
speaking.
about it also.
I'm sure he does.
I
as well.
was not in GT.
You were not in GT.
You were
No.
not.
Mm-mm.
Let's
Really?
go! High five, bro!
Oh,
Gang.
Yeah, high five. Let's
Gang,
go!
gang.
way too happy for that.
I wish I was in that gang.
Me
Is there
too.
anyone else
Oh my
here who
God.
was?
Was?
I was.
Yeah,
So
or like
who
is.
was in
Was.
GT?
I
I was
am-
in GT, yeah.
I
Okay.
guess.
I was
Is it
in
still
GT for-
a thing?
Are you still
I guess I
are you still
technically
labeled?
am.
No,
Yeah.
not
You're
I
not
am,
labeled?
I think.
Okay, Savannah is labeled,
Pretty
do you
sure.
think?
I'm pretty sure I am.
I know
Yeah.
for sure I'm still labeled because the teachers always, at least one teacher every year is like, "Oh, you're labeled." I'm like, "Okay." That's
Oh, no.
so
I don't
great.
know. That's such a weird thing, and we have like a counselor for
Yeah.
GT kids,
Mhm.
but I never hear
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they do anything.
And the label is red, and I know that because I've seen it.
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
know
wow.
why. That's such a weird color.
Red.
Yeah. Why not
It's
green?
like angry.
Yeah, why not green? Okay.
It's such a mad.
So, my
angry at us.
experience with GT first started in 5th grade, I believe, or it might have been 3rd grade, but 5th grade for sure. And that's definitely when I first learned about it. and like knew that it existed because I was put into a that sounds so bad. I was put into a project. That sounds like I'm like
A
being stereotypical.
project?
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh my
I was
God.
I was given a project basically, where I had to me and a group of people who were also labeled as GT had to come up with ways to design rooms so that way it was space efficient.
It was a group project?
It was
So
was a
weird.
group of people who did individual projects.
Okay.
You're right. So that was when I was first introduced to that idea until I realized that the class itself was considered quote unquote GT, which didn't really make sense to me
Hmm.
because no, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh,
Just say it, Kenneth.
It didn't make
Yeah.
sense to me because a lot of the people, or like I would say half of the people in the classroom, weren't academically inclined.
And you
mhm.
know why that is because they give you a dumb, stupid freaking test when you're 7 about shapes and
Yeah.
colors.
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
And you pass it, and they put you in this stupid little program
And it was
that makes
such
your
Yeah.
a
tiny little head explode.
yeah, it was such a terrible way to determine whether or not you were quote unquote gifted and talented. And I'm pretty sure the test that I took was in 3rd grade, and it had a lot to do with shapes and like I feel like I was being tested on my IQ. But
It was
anyway,
just really normal logic, like normal
exactly.
stuff that a child should
Right.
know at that
I'm
age.
very
Yeah.
sure that it was tested for IQ. Like, I'm
Mhm.
almost like 100% positively sure that it was tested for IQ.
Yeah, probably. I would
Yeah.
assume so. But
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
being put in that class and being put in that project, that's sort of the start of where my my ego exploded. Like
Mm.
not even like in like a totally I'm better than everyone. It's sort of like ego exploded like I'm in here for a reason that must mean that I'm like smart. But
Mhm.
like my whole life I've like my from kindergarten to like now, I've always been told that I'm smart, right? Oh,
Mhm.
you're smart. You're so naturally talented. And while like I definitely appreciate the compliments and stuff, I like to call this the curse of praise
Yep.
because
Yep.
Mhm.
there's
Because
a
like,
I'll
mhm.
go into it later, but that the GT programs definitely do that, where it sort of teaches students who they consider so gifted and talented, right? It gives them this perception that like they have to be smart. They're smart because or like they're in this thing because they're smart. But
Mhm.
the main issue with that is that later on we burn out.
Speak
Yeah.
We
your
burn
truth.
out so hard.
Poop
And
on it.
it was like everything was going so smoothly, right?
And I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
What
5th
happened?
grade,
Yeah.
6th grade,
Why
7th
do I have
grade,
an 8 in AP World History as my overall grade?
right? And then 8th
True
grade hit.
story, guys. Haha.
But
Oh my
I
god.
feel
Yeah,
like
true story.
how we burn out is different from how like normal kids who weren't in the GT burn out. Because like I don't know if it's similar for you guys, but for me when I feel like I'm burned out or like I feel like I'm not good enough, it's like when I have an 80. Which is like other kids are like, you have an 80, why are you so stressed out about it?
Yeah.
But
Right,
I don't know,
It's
like some
right.
like you feel like you're not living
like some
Mhm.
part of me is
in.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You guys both
Broken.
broke off.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right. But we understood what you were saying.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
So that definitely affects it. And people who aren't in GT, they experience that also, especially if they were somebody who was being told smart, but the GT programs and being put on it sort of like enforce that idea. and like
Mhm.
make it so much worse because you're labeled not just by your peers but by the school
Right.
education system and whatnot. But anyway,
Mhm.
it really sucks to be in that program because yeah,
Facts.
you are smart, but it now you just have this like 50-ton weight on you that you have to be
Yep.
you have
Yeah.
to hold to
At
these
such a young
standards.
age.
Yeah, you have to
Mhm.
hold to these standards and
Mhm.
these stereotypes that you ultimately will not entirely fit in with. Um, speaking from personal experience, 6th grade was fine, 7th grade was fine, and then 8th grade hit, and algebra
He
was
got it.
hard.
Oh my god.
And
He
like
got it.
it was hard to me, and
Yeah.
I didn't understand why. I only thing that I knew my entire school career was math is so easy for me, and on top of the Asian stereotype that I'm good at math and like all of that, and then algebra was difficult and I failed my first test. I wanted to kill myself, like
Damn.
quite literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really sucked for me.
I remember that test. I
Yeah.
I
remember that one.
remember I got a
You've
54
already.
on my very first algebra test. And I like it's so bad that I still remember it. And I took algebra when I was in
Mhm.
8th grade and now I'm in 12th grade.
I think I got a 62, and like the teacher told me that he was proud of me for that score because most people got like worse scores, but I still felt like such a failure. I cried about it. Like I remember sitting there just like crying when I got home over that test score.
I have like vivid memories of me breaking down on my floor over 8th grade algebra. I remember
It's
like
always algebra.
it's always algebra. I remember I was like doing a quiz online and I got a 30 and my door was open and my parents came in because they heard me sobbing and they were like, "Are you
What?
okay?"
Oh
Oh.
my
Yeah.
god.
No!
Bryson, did you take algebra in middle school?
Yes, I did. I took it in 8th grade, but it was kind of easy. I was mainly getting
I'm
A's.
sorry.
Oh.
No, it's okay. I
Okay.
Okay,
always
well,
Oh,
I
sorry.
got 100 on the EOC. I got 100 on the EOC.
I
So
got a
think
98
I
on
got
the
a
EOC.
probably
94.
did not. I don't know what
I
I
missed
I got
one
100.
question.
But yeah,
Sorry.
I think the reason why like we get so disappointed with like an 80 or something is because we have like such high hopes, and if those high hopes aren't met, like if you reach for the skies, you're gonna fall into a crater because
right. True.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
He's
same
spitting.
thing.
Speak on it, man.
He's spitting.
He's spitting bars.
Bars, bro.
Yeah, I feel like
Bryson, I
my
am
ex
interested.
oh
Oh,
shit. Yeah,
sorry.
no, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead, Sana. Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say like my GT experience was like complete opposite of Kenneth. Cause like he said like it kind of boosted his ego and it completely diminished mine. Like I'm still recovering. Cause like I guess they first placed me or they told me that I was gifted and talented in 3rd grade. And my 3rd grade teacher was a sick, evil woman, and she made me like want to die
God.
every day. I was 8 years old, bro. And it
Oh.
was so mean.
No.
And then like she expected so much from us and it just like drove me insane. Like I would be up until 12 trying to make my stuff good and I was 8. I was 8.
Oh
I was 8
no.
years
No.
old. And
Acting like
like
a high schooler.
yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
I remember this one time I was crying because I did this assignment wrong and she told me to stop crying and suck it up. And I was like, okay.
I would have cried more.
And then yeah, she really ruined my academic career for real. And like I feel like
Name drop.
because of the
Name
JT
drop.
no, I'm not naming her. She's probably off at some other school now.
She's
But
probably dead.
stop,
Oh.
she wasn't that old.
Trang, why would you
Oh.
say that?
Because
What is
like if
wrong
they're
with
old
you?
and
They're sick.
COVID.
They're so sick.
Oh my Trang.
Dang.
I mean they
Please.
could be
Wow.
dead.
Stop. She could be. Who knows?
Knock
But
on wood. Oh, I hope she's not like
on wood. But I feel like the GT program tries to pit kids against each other. like it really tries to make you competitive. Like they tried to make you
Yeah.
Oh
competitive.
my god.
And the thing is I could not
Huh.
keep up with the other kids for the life of me. Like I was always like, I always felt behind. And then I remember it really sunk in when it wasn't even intentional, like, because our school, our elementary school, either you would go to middle school A that the majority of us know of. I will not name drop the school for privacy purposes. And then, or you could go to middle school B, which is like a GT academy. And
Yeah.
so, but it was like from a hat, like, it was like, you know, that thing where they like put the
It was
names.
like a lottery.
Yeah, it was like that. But all of my friends got in and I didn't. And I was like, oh my God, that's so horrible because everyone in the GC program except me, and it was like 6 of us, and 5 of them got in, and I was the only one that didn't get in. And I literally sobbed. Like I was 10 and I was sobbing in my mom's arms. I was like, why did they not accept me? Because I never felt like I was like good enough as like the other kids. And I still feel like I'm not like smart enough as like the same way other people are. And it kind of affects me because like I'm really not that stupid, but I just tell everyone, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm really dumb. Like I can't do anything. Like I suck at all subjects, and I don't. I just say that because that's what I kind of like made myself think through the GT program. Heart.
I literally went through that
GT
today.
program heart.
Yeah.
I literally went through that today in calculus.
Calculus.
Like
Pre-calc and calculus.
I by all means, I would say I'm mostly like, academically inclined.
You're cracked.
I'm cracked at
You're cracked
academics,
at
man.
math.
Sort of.
Cracked
Like,
at this
but
school.
like not really. Not entirely. I would say I'm a lot more artistically inclined. Right?
Cracked it.
In
Art.
crime?
I said inclined.
No,
You're
Savannah.
crying right now?
You're
Tears
doing a
streaming down
crime?
your
I'm doing a
face.
cry. But
Continue.
in calculus, right? There, there's people who understand the subject better than me, or like they know more about the subject than me because they put their time into that while I put my time into other things. But if there's anything that I quote unquote learned from GT is that I have to be good at everything.
Yup.
And
Yeah.
there was a pop quiz in calculus today, and I actually got really like upset, and I wanted to just like walk out of the room, but I could not because that does not look good for me. And like I like went through the rest of the period and like 5th period not talking to anyone because I was like very very upset about it. And huh?
I'm sorry. Continue. I have something very similar that happened like 2 days ago.
Right. And go ahead and say it. I forgot.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
We got our Trang knows this because she's in my class. We got our our
quizzes,
pre-calculus quizzes back, and well, I missed every single question, like every single one of them. Like maybe for the free response, he just took off like 5 points off, and he still gave me a 50 because he's just nice like that. But I missed every single question, and seeing that quiz just made me so sad. Like I've never really been really sad over like quiz or test grades. Like I failed before. But the thing is like I'm pretty carefree about my education. I don't work too hard, but like I work enough for myself to get by. Because to me, I've always had a pretty high perception of myself, and I thought like like, oh, even if I don't do much, like, I'll still pass. Because before it used to be like that, but now it's very much not like that. And I was never in GT. And for a while I was like, I don't need to be in GT. I'm smart. I'm smart, I don't need that. But later on in while growing up, like I kind of realized I was like, damn, I am actually really fucking stupid. Like really fucking stupid. And it really like whenever you used to have like such a high perception of yourself and you realize like, oh wow, I'm actually not what I thought I was. It hurts like a lot.
Mhm.
And then you see people who are what you thought you were, who are really smart, really
Yeah.
intelligent,
Yeah.
all those types of
Mhm.
things. And you get so mad. Like you get so angry at that person for just, for being, smart or,
Yeah.
just it's a like it's a festering jealousy in you. I mean, although I don't really like to call it a jealousy, I don't like to believe that I get jealous very often, but it's a festering jealousy, and I feel like I get so mad at people for just being good at things that sometimes it can really
Mhm.
like detriment my own relationships with other people. Because personally, I think everybody is just like on a higher level than me and I can't catch up and it's really fucking frustrating. It is really frustrating.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
And
moments like that.
then hearing
Yeah.
at least like it occurred to me like whenever I was in middle school hearing people who used to be in GT because I had a lot of friends or I didn't have friends. I didn't really have friends, but with the friends that I did have, they were all in GT except for me. So they would be talking about like whatever GT projects they would have, and I'd be like, "Yep, can't
Mhm.
relate
God, those were
because I
god
am
awful. Oh
not in
my god.
GT."
They're
And
just dumb. Like,
They
it would
were.
really
no.
bring me down.
They were really dumb. I made slime for
What
one,
did
and
what did you
everyone
have
was
to
like, "Oh
do?
my
Oh, we
god!"
did?
Yeah.
That's what you had to do?
What?
Seriously?
Slime?
Make
Make
slime.
Oh
slime?
no, it was like okay. The prompt was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I lied and said I want to be a chemist, and I just made slime, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, you're so
He's a
cracked."
genius.
And
He's
then
a
they had
genius.
like so they had something in our elementary school where they had like a showcase of like all the GT projects,
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
And then there was a thing where it could like go up a level to where it's like all the kids from the surrounding elementary schools and they pick a couple
Yeah.
and send them to like the field house, which I will not name, the one in
Mhm. Yeah.
it's so
We know
hard.
where it is.
Yeah. So they would send us there and then we would like present them on a bigger scale and it was so stupid. It was so stupid. I made
Isn't that
slime.
just like a science fair?
Yeah, it was basically like a science fair, but just like not limited to science.
Mhm.
Mine was
Yeah, it was
so stupid. And everyone was like, "Oh my god, you're literally so cracked."
Cracked, bro. Cracked.
So cracked at life.
I am interested into seeing what Bryson has to say about the
Speak on
GT
it.
program. You said you weren't put into the GT program?
No, I was not. But I did have a lot of like affirmations from a lot of my elementary school teachers, especially my fourth grade teacher. He would always say, I'm smart. I would always get complimented for thinking outside of the box.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You're so creative. You're
Yeah.
always
Mhm.
thinking out of the box.
GT kids just have a praise kink. That's what it is.
That's
Oh
Shut
my
up. I
god.
hate you
Hey.
why do
so
you make
much.
me like
Okay.
this?
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Continue, Bryson.
Because my relationship to learning is I just learn because I like to learn things, not because I have to. I just want to.
Mhm.
So I learn voluntarily. That's why I've always had a better relationship with school. But I feel like the GT program kind of corrupts that relationship of
Yes.
learning
Mhm.
because
Yes.
you're learning because you have to, not because you want to. And you're learning
Mhm.
to be perfect when humans aren't meant to be perfect.
Spitting.
So it doesn't make sense to
Huh?
me.
I said spitting.
Oh.
I thought he said spit on it. I was like, what is he spitting on?
Excuse me?
Jesus.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Anyways,
But
he's
yeah,
spitting right now. Wow.
Yeah.
I,
Wow.
I do very much agree with
That was powerful.
Yeah.
yeah.
I watched a video. I literally forgot who it was, but they were talking about this, right? And they were talking about how, like, like they personally had like a very innate love of learning, like whenever they were in elementary school, and then being put into
Mhm.
the GT program and being put or being set to such high standards just made them lose that like natural love for, like that
Yeah.
curiosity for learning like completely. Because at first they were just like, they were getting good grades in elementary because they love to learn. And then once they got to middle school and high school, it started dropping like all the way down and failing every class because at some point they were like, I am only here to make a good grade and own up to the expectations that was given to me in like late elementary when I was put into GT, you know.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I feel like it's so terrible how as kids, although I feel like this doesn't just pertain to GT. I feel like this pertains to really everyone unless you
Mhm.
still love learning, but it feels really terrible to know that we were robbed of our curiosity and of our like love of learning. Because
Bruh, I'm gonna
personally,
cry about that, man.
personally, I
Yeah.
in school, I hate learning about history.
Oh,
But
well,
whenever I talk to Savannah about like history, like Japanese imperialism, we talk about that like a little bit too often. Yeah, with
oh
you.
yeah.
We talk
It's because I
we
like
She
talk
got
learning.
confused.
It's because
we talk
I
about
like
like history
history.
all the time. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's so much more fun like to learn. Like I do my own research and things like that. And it feels like
Yeah.
it feels more accomplishing like that. And the fact that like I like history without a history class, I feel like that
Yeah,
says
it's
a little
more
bit
fun when
something.
you're going into it by yourself. Like I I am a nerd when it comes to history. I really like museums because ever since I was little, my dad would like take me to history museums all the time. So I have like concerning extensive knowledge of World War II at a young age.
Thank
I
you,
was like
Richard.
I was like 8 years old and I was like Nazis and the Japanese and like all and then everyone was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, it's because
Oh my god.
every summer I have to go to a new war museum. But it's
Yeah.
better to like go out and explore things because you want to, because like the thing is like with the GT program or even just as a student in general, there's a point where like you to yourself and to other people you just become a number. You just become whatever grade you
Mhm.
have in your grade book, that's all you are.
Mhm.
And that's
So
also
Exactly.
it
just
stops
the
becoming
education
like
system.
learning to learn. It becomes learning because you need to have good grades.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Not
I
only
bet
that,
everybody
but
in this call has their rank memorized. Like
Yeah.
every single one of you knows your
Um,
rank by
I
but
heart.
cried about my
I
rank.
feel like now learning for me is just like as a way for me to like be better than people around me, which is not true because like in my head I feel like everybody else is better than me, but now like learning isn't like fun for me anymore. It's more of like a competition, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, who can I be smarter than? And like when I walk in a room in class, I like hyper analyze who's smarter than me, and
Mm.
then I just like pity myself because I'm
mhm.
like, I'm not
Yeah.
good enough.
I
Yeah,
hate
I feel like
rank.
the education system as a whole does that. Like they make kids so competitive against each other. Like I was saying earlier, like I'm so insecure in my own like mm, intelligence, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's people that are smarter than me, but I'm not as stupid as I keep telling myself I am. And Alex always gets mad at me because they know that I'm good at history, but like in history class, I never
Oh
answer
my god.
questions
If
because
I
I
was
feel
in
like I don't
history
know the
class, I would
answer.
be choking you to like
You
answer the
would.
questions.
And the thing is,
Bruh,
it
Mhm.
was like the first week of school in A push, and our teacher was asking us questions. I was so scared to answer the questions because I was like, no, I'm wrong. Like, I'm really stupid. And then every time he would say the answer, I was right. And I was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
You're so
It's just an
frustrating. You are
internal
so
struggle.
frustrating. If you know
I
the
just,
answer, you tell it.
I
I
just feel like
Yeah.
learning isn't fun anymore. Like, I used to be really into Greek mythology or like Egyptian mythology, and I would like study it on my own time. Like, I would
Yeah,
look it up, and
I don't do that.
I would make like little spreadsheets, and like, and now for
So
me, like
cute.
learning is just like a pain, and I don't want to learn anything. But when you learn with other people and it's not a competition, like
Mhm.
I'm in academic with Savannah, with
Mhm.
salve.
Yeah,
And
not me.
Yeah,
whenever we
me.
like whenever we sit and we like study about like the ocean, we have like a really fun time talking about the ocean and
Yes.
having like
Oh
good
my
conversations
God.
about it.
About the
But then
ocean.
when we're in class and we're taking a test, I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah, I wanna cry because we have our valedictorian in that class. And I like the whole time I take a test and I always bomb them because like the whole time I'm just thinking Michael's gonna get a freaking 100 and
Yes.
I'm
Why
gonna
are you
And
sit
name
here
Jocelyn
dropping like
looking.
too.
that?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But our valedictorian's gonna get 100 and I'm gonna get like an 80 because
Because
I don't do
isn't our
terrible on this test.
valedictorian and our salutatorian in the same class?
Yes, yes.
See,
Oh,
so it
God.
makes it even worse for us because we're
Exactly.
stupid. Okay,
And
we're
then
not stupid, but
we have like some of the like the juniors that are in our class, they're really high ranking as well. So it's not even just that. Like it's not even just our peers that we're competing against at this point. It's like people who are now younger than us
My
who
bad, yo.
like I feel inferior to, and like I know I'm smart, you know? Like I know that I'm not an idiot like people think I am. But
Facts, bro. Speak on it.
like because I was pushed into a GT program. I started the GT program 2nd grade. So like pretty young. I was like 7 or 8.
Nice.
Since then, like they don't pick and choose what you're good at. So I'm really good at math and science. I'm terrible at English and history, and I always have been, but because I was in that program, I like forced myself to get good
I
at
did
it.
that too. Yep. I
Yeah,
did that with math
I
and science.
exactly. Like I forced myself to be like good at it so I would pass those classes. And then like I get into high school when it's a big jump and there's
Mhm.
these people who are naturally gifted like Savannah is in history, you know, because she's interested in it. And
Yeah.
she's, and she's good at writing as well and
I did
I'm
write
not.
that essay for you.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Nobody has to know.
Nobody has to know as we put
It was
this
just a
on
joke.
the
It was just a
internet.
joke. Guys, it
no,
was a joke. I didn't write
Okay.
anything for anybody.
but
No.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
I
like
still
I'm good at other I'm sorry.
oh, it's okay. No, but Savannah's actually really good at math. She's not a good teacher, but she's really good at math. And like I feel like everybody in our group is like good at a certain subject, but for some reason we like push ourselves to be in like AP classes just for the title, just so we can be like, yeah, I'm in an AP class. I'm better than you. Not like
Yeah.
in the like egotistic sort of way. And it's like I'm not good at English because English wasn't my first language and I just don't like writing. But I still force myself to be in an AP English class for like, and I
Mhm.
didn't drop out even though I get like mad anxiety when I like am in the class.
Yeah. I had like the opposite experience this year. So, for the first time ever, I was not in a pre-AP or AP English class. Uh, I dropped out of AP English, but because I did that, I already felt like a failure. Like I felt like such a fucking loser for dropping out of AP English that I stopped trying. I stopped caring. And then I started fucking failing regular English, which made me feel even like more dumb. So like it constantly becomes a cycle of, "Oh, I'm not performing as well as my peers, so I'm dumb." And then because of that, you get even more depressed and it makes you perform even worse.
Damn. Damn.
I have a
Um,
question for Bryson
hi.
because you were saying how you have this good relationship with learning, so it has you have a better relationship with school. So considering that, have you ever had similar situations to what we're describing right now? Like feelings of like inferiority to your peers based on rank or intelligence, or is just learning like
I
something is the
never,
thing that you care about?
yeah, I never really felt very inferior to anybody. Like ever since like 8th grade, I've had like very stronger self-confidence, even though I don't show it. But the only reason why I take AP classes is because the regular classes are too underwhelming. But when I take too many AP classes, it gets overwhelming. And
Mhm.
then, like, I feel like learning in the school system is not the same as understanding because they don't teach you to understand. They teach you just to be aware of it. Like they
Hmm.
just skim over it and then you're
Yeah.
supposed to
I
know
don't
Yo,
it, but you
Bryson
need
understand
to
is like
know
these
it.
spitting
facts. What's
facts.
wrong with you?
Literally.
God? Like, how are you doing
Bar
this?
after bar.
Well, speak on it. Oh my
Is
god, when are you
this
dropping an album?
Soon,
is
coming
this
soon.
something that you is this like a habit or like a mindset that you developed on your own, or is this you feel like maybe your parents or somebody in your life has contributed to this?
I think my mom may have because she always has said like education is key, like because she's been a teacher like most of my life. Um, but I've just always been a very curious person, very observant. So I just like to know how things work. So I've just had a lot of self-assurance, like self-reassurance, and I've just always like let myself
Do you
to,
Mhm.
think
you
if you
know,
were to be put if you were put into the GT program in like the elementary like in elementary school years, do you think that might have affected you in a way?
I don't think it would have affected me extremely because I've always been like very soft spoken and humble about like how I am in the world.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So that's about like I joke around with my friends and like say, "Oh, I'm the best at this," because I don't usually do that. I'm usually a very humble person. Like I know I'm not better than anybody else, and I
Mhm.
admire what everybody else has to bring to the table because smartness is not only academic; it could be in any other area of life.
Woo,
Very
Bryson.
true.
Yeah.
Where
So
were
Yeah.
you when I was like a
It's like
little
you
kid?
speak
I needed
Yeah.
life
that.
Can
right.
you have could you have been my father, please? Like,
that sounds kind of
can
weird.
we
You're the
rewind?
incarnation of like God or something. Like, how are you doing that? Like, every
Bryson
time
is
you open your
God.
mouth, it's just light that comes out. It's like
Yeah,
sun rays.
it's because I be thinking about stuff a lot, so I prepare
Dang,
for it.
He keep it. He keep it. He's been keeping that
I just
in. He's been
I
waiting.
just wish we could
Yeah.
have had these conversations when like someone could have had that conversation with us when we were younger so that we wouldn't
Yeah.
like have a twisted idea on what it is to be like perfect.
I'm about to cry after this episode.
Right. Okay, so
Me too.
speaking of which, Bryson, um, has your mom, since you were talking about her, like, did she encourage hard work or did she just only specifically give you praise for achievements but not praise for your hard work?
The thing is, me as like a person, I don't like being excessively or like a big gesture for if I did something good. I just
Yo,
like
Mhm.
simple little oh good job every now and then. Like I don't need a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But my parents are very like lax. Well, they weren't as lax when I was younger, but like as I grew up, they got more and more like laxed with me. Like they're not they're involved, but they're just not heavily involved. Like it's like they're just there. They just let
Just
me be
there.
Okay.
me. They let me do
I
me
know
Mhm.
and check
I
in
know
every
what you
once in a
mean.
while. So
Oh, I had a
Mhm.
question for everybody, because personally, well, did they get like a lot of praise whenever they like what would happen if you showed your parents a report card and you got like good grades or you got bad grades? Because personally for me, I used to come back with maybe not like the best grades. I still
Mhm.
like at heart have an Asian parent, even though my dad is very like not like maybe probably very distant from my education. I still at heart have a very Asian father. And he used to give me $20 for every A
Damn.
I made. Yeah.
What?
damn.
He used to
Dang,
give
I
me
would have been
$20 for
making
every
like
A
Huh?
I made.
You've been
hella
But
boss.
here's the
cash.
thing. Here's the thing. I don't learn. Whatever you do to punish me, I will not learn because I do whatever the fuck I
Mhm.
want. So
Yeah.
I would continuously make all B's or like get like maybe a singular. He never counted my electives. He never counted my electives at all
Okay.
because obviously I'd make A's in those. So I would
Yeah.
always make B's in all my classes
Oh my
except for like
god, you could have been like
one.
rich.
I
You've been
know, I
balling,
really
dog.
could have. And then whenever I would like fail a class, oh my god, it's so traumatizing. I've never failed a class, but I have like failed like, like for
Mm-hmm.
like maybe not a report card, for a progress report, I failed.
Yeah.
I think my lowest grade was like a 47. And then every single time like my dad would see that, like, oh my god, it'd be like traumatizing. Like this man would go in like emotionally. I don't get hit
Yeah.
physically. He would go in like emotionally. But I
That
do not learn. So I always somehow don't make it. I make it better for like a week, and then like the next year I'm failing another class. I
yeah.
do not learn because to me it's just like it's whatever. Like after this I'm going to freaking um community college, so like I don't care. I
I
mean I
had
do
like
care.
I had like a pretty similar experience, I guess.
Mhm.
I didn't get money. My parents did not do that. But when I was younger, if I came home with good grades, A's, my parents would like shower me in praise. And like my dad doesn't give compliments, like ever, really. But when I got A's, he sure did. Like that was probably like the few times he said that he's proud of me is if I brought home a report card with all A's. And
Mhm.
then when I didn't make those grades, both my parents would like they would kind of guilt trip me into into doing better.
Yes.
Mine does too.
Like
Stop,
oh
twin.
my god, my mom she'd be like, you don't understand how hard we work for you to get a good education. You don't like when I was when I was younger, I had to drop out of school to go work. And
Oh
I was just
Yep.
my
like
god, yes.
and I'm just like, okay, mom, I'm 7.
No, can we talk
That
about how parents just put like their trauma on us for no
Yep.
Yeah.
reason?
I think they just want to
Like your
live through it.
education, what happened during your education does not apply to mine. Like that's different. That's a different
Yeah,
ball.
like
um
I'm so sorry you went through that, but like I'm 7 years old.
I'm
Oh,
in second grade.
like that TikTok bitch, I'm 7. With like the
I don't know how to multiply. Come on, like
Right?
I'm just learning my
my
numbers. I can't even count to 100
Mhm.
yet, bro.
I've had like the
Yeah.
most ridiculous conversations with my dad when I failed because okay, I like
Mhm.
vividly remember the first time I failed. He was telling me he was like, "Oh, you're gonna fail this class and you're gonna fail school. You're gonna drop out and you're gonna work at McDonald's and you're gonna end up on the street homeless."
Can we
I
talk
was like,
about
I
why
was
Why
like,
they
why
always
is it
say
always
what is
that?
connecting
McDonald's?
here? Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
class. It is one class.
It's
It's
always
not e-
McDonald's and
I know.
homelessness.
What's wrong with
exactly.
McDonald's, dog?
I know,
I
right?
like
I mean,
Good,
McDonald's.
I'm
We
like,
had
good,
get like a
McDonald's
part-time
hardworking
today.
job.
people that work at McDonald's.
I remember I
Mhm.
really wanted to talk. I don't talk back to my dad like ever, like ever. Oh my
Mhm.
god, I'm so afraid of him. Not in like a bad way. Is that bad?
Okay.
I don't.
Pause.
It's a really weird thing. Um, but what do you call it? I remember whenever he told me that, I really wanted to like say something back, like, I mean, maybe I would work at McDonald's, like a part-time job. It's not that serious.
It's not that bad,
And
man.
then most recently, last year, um, for the first time, actually, I got a C as like a final grade in a class. Usually I just get B's and A's, like low A's and then like low B's. But I got a C and I failed my like miserably. I failed my final exam with with a whopping 47 and
Wow.
my final grade was a 72. So I told my dad that because obviously he's gonna find out anyways, and I'd rather not be like anxious all throughout like the whole entire week because he's gonna be looking at my
Mhm.
report card. So I'd rather just tell him straight up. You know what this man told me?
Hmm.
He was like,
What?
he was like, "Why aren't you good at this? I'm good at numbers. You should be good at numbers too. It's in the genes."
That's not how it works.
What?
I
Hello?
guess
I
science
told him.
isn't his
I
strong
told him
suit.
when
I
I
don't
heard that.
think
I was like, Dad, I don't think
Okay.
that's how. And he was like, oh, but still, and he still went. He was still going off.
Mhm.
I'm like sobbing. I was like, that was the dumbest thing you had said to me
Mm,
like a
No,
while.
parents be like saying really stupid stuff. One time I got kicked out of my house because I couldn't fix the microwave.
I got kicked out of my house once because I
That's
wanted to
not
go
funny,
somewhere and
but
they said no.
It's not funny. It was a very traumatic experience for me because I was in the 7th grade and my dad was like, "We spent all this money for you to go to school and you can't even do something this simple." And I'm
They
like,
don't
"You
teach
can't
me
even
It's a
do
anything.
it."
microwave. You're not an
They don't teach me
engineer.
anything.
And I'm
I'm
like,
not gonna apply
yeah.
anything to my
I
real
was
life.
like, "You can literally ask all of my friends. We don't learn that." And like sobbing. And he was like, "Get out. Just get out." And I was
I
like,
never learned
"Sorry."
Your dad's just like, what happens in your learn how to fix microwaves class
Why
then?
did they not teach you an essential life skill, which is how to
And
fix
then
a microwave?
but I would get like really good grades and then my parents wouldn't care. Like I've never got like a good job from my parents ever in my life.
Hmm.
And like at this point I don't even know why I'm working so hard to get all A's because they don't care. And like I do it to like I don't know, like some little part of me wants
Mhm.
my parents to be proud of me, even if it's just like, "Good job, we're so proud of you." Like I would rather have that than nothing. And like they're just so nonchalant about it, and it's like,
Right.
thanks.
Oh,
Mhm.
same.
Yeah, it's
I
the
mean, even
same
if I
thing with
make
me
a good
too.
grade, it's like he's like, "Oh, you could be better."
Yes,
Okay.
and when you fail, they're like, "I spent so hard trying to get you in this country, but you don't even pass one class." I'm like, "Dad, it's English. You wouldn't pass the class either if you had to take it."
No!
I got
Oh
kicked
my
out that time
god.
too.
Damn.
I got
Damn.
You're
kicked out a
sick.
lot.
Oh my
You're
god,
so
same.
sick.
No, but like, what do you call it?
Sickening.
Um,
Oh my god, have you seen I'm sorry. This isn't funny,
You're sick.
but I
but
laugh at my
mhm.
trauma.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
I
god.
feel like we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. The worst thing that like my parents do, or not my parents, my dad, is like he'll never say he's proud of me unless I get like perfect grades. And then I'll cry about something and I'll be like, why don't you ever say you're proud of me? And he just like straight up lies. He's just like, yes, I do. I tell you I'm proud of you all the time. You know I'm
Going,
proud of you.
yes.
I'm just
Why?
like, no, you don't.
Why are parents
Sorry,
like
that's
that?
not funny. I'm
My
sorry.
when I
I'm
was
so
My dad gaslighting me into thinking he
Oh my
Imagine
god.
him saying it in that New Jersey accent.
Oh my god.
Coffee. Coffee. Oh my god. That's so funny.
Die. Oh my god.
It's like with me, like I have such a bad relationship with praise because it's like whenever I was little and even now, like when I do good, they'll say like or my at least my dad, he'll be like, "Oh, I'm proud of you," but it feels so disingenuine. It's
Yep.
like
Yeah.
it's like he's just saying
Mhm.
it to say it, you know? Like I just want somebody to say they're proud of me and mean
we're
it.
proud of you, Savannah.
I'm
We're
proud of you,
proud of you.
Savannah.
I'm proud of you,
Seriously.
Savannah.
Like actually,
She's
I'm
sobbing.
actually so proud of you. You
I
do
get that from myself.
great. Oh my god.
Amazing. 10 out of 10.
What do you
Oh.
call it?
So- Y'all can't see, but Savannah's like actually crying.
Okay, but Savannah's actually really smart. Like in history and
She
stuff like
is.
that.
Yeah.
She's like
Oh my
she
god.
Bro,
experts.
she be spouting like history stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what
I
you're
was
saying, but like,
Oh my
go
god.
off.
Bro,
She's spitting. She were
she's
talking
Mhm.
about history while I was having a panic
I
attack
was.
about
I was
being
talking
stranded
about
at
Anne Hutchinson.
Walgreens.
I was talking
Oh my
She was
god.
talking
And
about like
Savannah,
Oh,
like
that's
you
not
don't
my
even realize your teachers like well they talk so highly of you when you're not there. Like
What are you
Miss
talking about?
our choir teacher, I was
Miss
in her office today. Yeah. Yes,
She always
you weren't
talks
supposed to
like
name
she
drop.
always talks about me. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? Shut up. Stop.
Yeah, she was just like I made her an officer because she's so bright, she's so smart,
Oh,
and she's so
aw.
responsible.
Miss
And I'm
Sandoval.
just like, Miss Sandoval, she's not
You need
even
to
here. You
stop
don't need to
gassing me
kiss
up.
ass like that.
You need to stop
You
gassing,
don't
no,
need to kiss
but
ass.
you need to stop gassing me up.
but
She
like I know we like make fun of Savannah for a lot of stuff, but like deep down, I really think you're really smart and like
Yeah.
and like you're
So-
actually we oh don't cry.
Shut
She's
up.
actually about to cry.
I'm emotionally unstable right now.
Oh my god.
Man. This shit.
Aw,
Man.
Shut up. Shut up.
we're proud of you,
Fidget
Savannah.
spinners.
Yeah.
Can you,
Put your
bro? Take
fidget
back everything you
away. I
said.
hate
Take back
you.
everything you said.
Literally hate you. We're being
Else-
sweet. She's over here with her
I
fidget
can't.
toy.
I literally don't know how to accept praise. This is a product of the GT program.
Just say thank
This is
you.
what it does to people.
Thanks.
Aw.
Hi. Thanks.
Thanks.
Oh my god, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Um,
Oh, because we were talking about parents and grades, and like
Mhm.
personally, my parent or like my parents. Well, the thing with my mom is like she doesn't live with me. She doesn't look at my grades. Like she'll be like, "Oh, give me your Skyward password so I can look for your grades," and then she never does because she always forgets. And she's usually just like she's very like she trusts me, but it's a little bit too trusting to the point where I feel like I don't think she cares like at all. Like she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure you do fine in school. Like I'm sure you do great in school. Like I'm sure you're getting like all A's." And it's very much the opposite of that. And then my dad is like, I remember because I was so proud of having a straight 100 in geometry, like as a grade, straight 100
Her.
in geometry.
Her.
Yes. we all-
And
Yeah, as you
Show
should.
off.
like I would, I would say it, like I would, be proud of it and stuff. And my dad would be like,
Mhm.
yeah. Like he would just be so like nonchalant about it. And
Yeah.
oh, sorry. And it just like it's like what am I even doing? Like what am I doing this for? It
You
makes
know
me like
what,
not
Alexia?
want to do
We're
anything
proud
good.
of you.
We're
Okay,
proud of
that's
you.
enough.
yeah.
You know,
That is enough.
I'm proud of Alexia for taking pre-AP, pre-Cal with me. Because I know she doesn't like taking like a harder math class. And like, I really like that she went out of the way to take it with me. Did Savannah
did she
just leave?
I was
Just
like, why did
left the
my face
call.
get bigger? Where did she
I
go?
know.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Welcome
Oh my gosh,
back.
where did you go?
Oh my god, my Discord just crashed.
did you have a fun trip?
Bro, I came back and you know how when it lags and it plays the video really fast? Savannah, what the fuck were you doing? What the fuck was that? You were just like
That's so funny. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
For
Okay. Wait,
who
context,
was
Savannah was
talking?
waving her hand around.
I was saying how proud of Alexia I
We
am.
are
Oh, hell yeah. Alex is
Yeah.
so fucking smart.
so
And
proud.
like literally she acts like she's fucking stupid, but she's not.
Can we talk
kinda
about
pisses
how
me off
she
sometimes.
started this podcast?
Oh, she did start this podcast.
Yeah.
When
And
when
she
it comes to
makes
debate,
podcast.
don't debate
She
her.
makes
'cause
the
it's always
script too. She plans out the guests and everything.
Yeah.
I don't
we're
plan out the
gassing
guests.
everybody
Not
up right
Savannah
now.
does that. Savannah plans out the guests. She knows everybody and
Oh
anything.
yeah, I do plan out.
You're the one who
guests.
plans out the guests. I'm like
Alex
5
plans
minutes
out like
before we
most of the
start.
topics and shit. I do the
Mhm.
guests.
It's not that hard, honestly. It's really not that hard.
No,
Forget
I just
don't
have
say
way
that.
too much
because
time.
Take the
No, don't
compliment.
You
downplay it.
make it easy, Alexia. You
compliment.
make it
It's
easy.
not that hard, guys. You literally just
Take
think
the
of something and
freaking
like,
compliment.
Just say thank you.
But
God.
who's doing it out here like you? Nobody.
Nope.
None of us.
sure, many people are.
Ain't
Can we
nobody-
talk
None of
about how
us.
Alexia started this podcast because some girl at our school didn't do their
Oh,
podcast
shut
right, and she was like, "I'm better
Shut
than
up.
them."
You're so shady. What is
You're-
wrong with you?
You're
I thought we were
speaking
gonna
too
talk
much.
about that. Oh my
But that is
God.
what happened. That is exactly
That-
what happened.
Hey, pick
That is
out.
just a product of me doing
You being
Alexia is a
because-
girl boss.
Girl boss.
What's that girl boss?
Girl boss.
Girl boss.
Mhm.
We're all
Anyways.
girl and guy bosses. Guy boss.
Girl. Who's the male
Guy boss
one?
sounds
Are we a
nasty.
Guy boss.
Guy boss? It
Man,
I
does
want
sound
to hype
boss?
Kenneth up, but I feel like Kenneth already knows that he's good
Kenneth
at most
already knows.
stuff that we're not good at.
He's
Oh
so
my
Yeah, we need to
god.
start hyping him down. I'm just kidding.
like I'd be telling my parents, I'm like, I don't know how he manages so many things at once without combusting. Like
I know, what
Yes.
is wrong with you, Kenneth?
Kenneth has
Like,
a
Yo.
job.
he's cracked.
Whoop,
Yeah.
he skates. Stucco. You're just literally
He
cracked.
skates.
Like, how do you
He
do all of this
skates.
at one time?
He's not
I'm
even
That is
looking.
true.
already.
I'm
And not
He's
in
not
the
even
Kenneth, do
looking
you
at the
hear us?
camera.
Yes, I am hearing you guys.
We're gassing you up.
Aww.
Thank
See,
you.
He's
we're gassing
looking
you
down
up.
because he's blushing.
You're so
No.
ugly. Shut up.
Oh, but but I
Oh
don't
my
know. Like
god.
I always come to Kenneth for like emotional stuff, cause Kenneth's good
Aw.
like that.
You guys
Ooh,
know this
Kenneth.
We have
this
for
podcast
years.
was about GT, right?
Oh,
No, okay, but we were talking about how the
Nobody
GT
gets enough praise.
system.
That's genuine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're praising each other
Right.
because our
Mhm.
parents won't.
our,
Please.
yep, our parents
Bryson.
will not.
And then yeah, and then Bryson. Good job.
Educated ass.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm
good job,
sorry.
Bryson.
Okay,
Bryson
guys,
does, like,
Bryson
spinning
does
fast.
so much shit. Bryson
really
does
do.
No,
like
he
really
fucking
does.
everything.
Literally, at any like club or
Crazy.
anything, I swear, like 100% of the time, I see Bryson. I'm like, damn, Bryson is in
Yeah.
like everything. Like he's
Yeah.
in everything.
It's
everything.
crazy.
Crack.
Like you're
I'm
in
like,
you're in broadcasting, choir, what's the other one? Stucco. What
I'm
what the fuck? Bro,
How do you?
I do fucking
You're really
nothing. And I can't like
I'm
No,
also
don't
that's
say that,
insane.
Savannah. Because you know what, Savannah?
I
I
hate
can
this.
hype you
No.
up too.
Can
Let's
we skip that?
Savannah, you're the whole president.
Let's
I don't know
skip
which
it.
I'm sorry,
We're
but
gonna be
Savannah
fire and shit.
has always been here for me, no matter what she's going through. She always put me first when I'm going through something.
bro,
And
Savannah, your
that-
life is so crazy. I don't know how you haven't like
I don't like how
like
you
went
haven't
off
just,
the
like,
deep
blow
end.
up.
Hey,
How
You
are
tell me
you
the
so
craziest about your family. I do not know how you have not just like
You just
jumped
say
off
it
the
so
deep end.
nonchalantly. You're like, yeah, last week my father was like, why do you do this?
Oh my
Your
god.
cousin could have
okay.
stabbed someone, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, my cousin stabbed someone." Like, you know, it's like no big deal. Like, what?
Y'all. No, okay. I think the reason, and I'm sorry, because like sometimes I do just be like trauma dumping onto Savannah. Like, I'm really sorry about that. I realized that the other day. I was just like,
Everyone does that
that's
to me.
not fucking normal.
It's okay. I'm used to
It's
it.
not okay. But like
Now
also,
it's fine.
also, like the shit that I talk about, it's because like that shit happens to me like all the fucking time. That stuff happens every other day. So
That makes it even worse.
like that's my normal. I don't see it as like that big of a deal, but then I say it to people and then they're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm
Oh,
just
God.
like,
Audience, if you do not know, Sav likes to speak about like traumatic events just out of nowhere and just so
No.
nonchalantly. Like if
Sav
I
has-
may,
All of you
can
like
I
to.
use your
Don't
father's
put this
story?
on Stav. All of you like to.
Oh yeah, true. No, well I only do it about my
So
grandpa.
funny.
It's a coping mechanism.
Oh my god, you guys are
Coping.
insane.
Oh
I
my
don't know what's
God.
wrong with you.
It's
But-
okay.
yeah, but I'm chilling, kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
Sarah's just
we
so
chillin'.
chill. She's so
Yeah.
chill. I feel like anybody would get along with her. If you know, if
Yeah.
they're just not like an asshole or anything like that. Because
Yeah. Oh no, she will like
Aw.
argue with someone for
like
purposes.
other than that, like she's really like she
Bro,
can get
I
along with
hate
anybody.
assholes. Bro,
Like in the cafeteria last year when somebody was referring to women as females and you got into like a heated debate over them, like
Yes.
over I was just standing there with my lunch tray and I was
Oh my
like, can we
God.
go sit down before the table
I
for a
remember
second?
that. Oh my god.
No, but Savannah, like the one time I cried in school, she tried to fight the girl who made me cry. And
She's
And
so
he-
That was
mean.
okay,
so
it's funny
much
looking back, but like that pissed me off. Like that's something that gets me like really angry.
Savannah's like my superhero. Like she always comes when I
Aw.
need
my
her.
daddy, my superhero.
Oh my God.
This is the most
That's
derailed
so funny.
podcast we've ever
Huh?
had.
What?
No, I feel like we've had a way more derailed podcast than this. Like a way more
We have.
derailed podcast.
This
than
is still
Yeah.
I know on
This
the
is
road.
heartwarming.
Because
Yeah.
we're praising each other because this is what the education system does not do to us.
Yeah,
They do not-
Kenneth.
This is what we deserve.
We deserve a moment as I hug this football that does not belong to me.
Buddy,
This is not mine.
Yeah.
we should probably wrap it up though.
Yeah, we should wrap.
Yeah.
In
I had
conclusion,
to say,
do not
Bryson,
join
you
the
wanna say
GT
something?
program.
Shut up, Savannah.
Oh,
Bryson, do you want to say something?
yeah. Yes. I believe the school system, it rewards perfection, but what should be rewarded is people who try, because trying is the hardest thing you can do.
Yeah.
It's
most
Period.
You should write a speech.
You should be a public speaker. You should be a
You
politician.
should be president. You should be president. Bryson.
Vote for you.
Bryson for
Bryson, I would vote for you.
president.
Yes, Bryson for
2034.
president.
I mean 2034. Sorry, we're not going to be alive in 3034.
Shut the fuck up.
You don't know that.
Oh my god.
Climate change says otherwise.
That's
Oh.
also true. Whoops.
That's
what I want.
depressing. Oh my God.
Cry about it.
I will.
Not right now. Please do that on your own time.
/SRS.
Please do that on your own time. Anyways,
Okay.
Bryson, as you were saying until you rudely interrupted
By Savannah, not me.
by both of the Savannahs. Oh my god, and you're interrupting him again. Go ahead, Bryson.
Trying is like the easiest and the hardest thing you can do, because what the school system does is if you don't get like perfection, then you're a terrible person.
Facts.
But if you
Yeah.
like try, like two people can try, but if one person is perfect, one person is imperfect, they get treated differently. But what's common is they both tried. So why are we like
Yeah.
giving positive affirmations for trying? Because trying is the first step, and if you can't get past the first step, you're never gonna make it all the way.
Yes.
Exactly.
Period.
I am sure you make bomb ass essays. I should
really
pay
do.
you to write my next essay.
Can you
Oh
write
my
my
god,
college
Bryson,
essay?
are you down?
Very
I have
close.
money.
I also have money. I was
don't
showing
have
it off
money.
earlier.
Oh, wait, before we end this, can we talk about how the GT system has forced us to cheat just so we can get the
Oh,
grades and
Yeah.
results that we want?
Mhm.
I
will
don't
not
even
lie,
think that
the
just
only
pertains to
reason
the GT
Oh,
system.
go ahead.
Oh, what?
My bad. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're like talking at the same time. I didn't
My
even
bad.
notice. I was just saying, I don't even think it only pertains to the GT system. Everybody cheats just to
Yeah,
get the grade.
especially with COVID and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy because like when you're at like the top of like the rankings and like you think they're so smart, but in reality, like they all cheat. Like I'm not saying the
Yeah.
valedictorian or the I don't know, whatever. The valedictorian or the salutatorian, but like the people under them, they all cheat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly. And that used to make me so freaking insecure because I was just like, I've like spoken to these people. I don't think they're in any way more intelligent than me, but they all have like way better grades. And I know I'm like trying, but then they fucking cheat off my work. Like,
I'm saying, like, man, life is
That-
crazy.
Life is crazy.
hashtag heartbroken.
Hashtag rockin'.
But we are going to end it here. Maybe one day we can have like a part 2 about this because I know there's a lot
Yeah.
to say about the GT program or really just the education system in general. I feel like we should start having
Yeah.
a little bit more conversation about the education system because soon we will all be going to college and getting out of this hell called
Oh
high
my
school.
God.
Oh
So,
my god.
haha, we'll be leaving you, Savannah.
Y'all say this.
Why would you
in
say
every
that?
episode.
Loser.
Y'all say this in every
Loser.
episode.
Anyways,
It's okay, Savannah.
Savannah,
we would
I'll
like-
fail a class just to stay.
Don't say that. Don't say
Please
that.
don't.
don't say that because it might happen.
You're manifesting
Hey!
right.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Joking.
Okay.
We want to know. We want to let all of our listeners listen. Oh my god.
Damn.
We want to
Okay.
let all of our listeners know that we are proud of you, even if
We're
we don't
proud
know
of
you. We probably do
Yeah.
know you. Honestly, we probably
We
do.
probably
know you.
do know
Yeah.
you. We have 20 subscribers.
And I'm
But
proud of
we
each and every one of you.
Yes, we're proud
Yes.
of
We're proud of
everyone.
you. I'm proud of
Mhm.
you so much. What? That didn't make
Mhm.
sense. I'm very proud of you.
I agree.
I'm proud of you so much. Kenneth, say you're proud of our viewers.
I'm proud of my
Yeah, Kenneth, be in
viewers.
the conversation,
I'm
idiot.
so proud.
Kenneth,
It
I'm proud
sounded
of our viewers.
ingenuine.
What
that
did he
sounded like
say?
my dad.
It does sound like this sounds like my dad.
Trauma.
What
I'm
the
getting
heck?
PTSD, Kenneth, please.
So
Please,
rude.
just say it.
I'm proud of our viewers.
No,
It
it's
sounds like he's being
worse.
held at gunpoint. Whatever. He's being held.
Okay, Bryson, say you're proud of them, please.
Okay, I'm proud, but I did have a realization like right now.
Oh, what
Oh.
happened?
Yes. Like, because I heard like y'all were talking about like parents being hard and like how they'll guilt trip you if you do the worst, but if you do the best, they
Mhm.
won't say anything.
Yeah.
I think I forgot it, but I will try to
Oh
remember.
no!
Oh God.
You
Sorry
got
about
this.
that.
You got this,
Um,
Bryson.
what was I saying? If they're
Do
smart.
it.
Wait,
Fighting.
wait,
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Just be me in history
No,
class.
it's okay. It's okay.
Me in
it's okay.
history
I
class.
had a great response, but I did
It's
forget.
alright, man. We'll
Yeah.
definitely have
That's
you
okay.
on the next podcast, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get to talk
Yes.
more. You get
Oh
to
my
talk
God.
more.
Every time you speak nothing but facts.
I know,
Yeah.
for real. Like,
Kind of
dang.
intimidating.
I
For
know, it's kind
real.
of scary, bro. You good?
He's so cracked.
He's so cracked. He's so OP.
You could have your own rivaling
He's
podcast
based.
against us.
I
You don't even
am.
need other people.
You know, I'm actually creating one.
No. Why would
Can
you
we
do
be
that?
guests?
Just like
Can we do
me.
a collab?
Yes.
Wait,
Can we do
Bryson, why don't you
a collab?
just
This
like join
is a
our
collab.
podcast?
Yeah, why don't you just
No,
join
I
our
have to make my
podcast?
own for independent studies
Oh.
Ew.
You're right.
class.
Okay,
So
but
I
you
gotta
could
do
I
like
mean,
both.
he
still
is.
join our podcast.
I
Yeah.
will. I'll do both. I'll promote myself on here.
Yeah. You can
Hell
promote
yeah.
yourself to our
That's
20
perfect.
I'll
subscribers.
promote y'all on mines too.
Yes! I love that. I'm sorry, that was
But
so excited for no reason. Like it was not that exciting. I'm
we
sorry. I'm sorry.
we will end it here though.
Oh, yeah.
So
Wait. I
Ah.
remembered.
never mind.
Now we're about to end.
My mind. My mind.
Okay, go ahead,
I
Bryson.
think the reason why we're so like hard, like parents are so hard on us when we do bad, but say nothing when we do good, it's because their expectation is perfection. So,
Yeah,
but that's not how humans work. Like we're imperfect.
exactly.
So they'll get on us for not being perfect because they expect us to be perfect. And if society stopped equating perfection with the expectation, then all our mental health would be very much better.
Waiting.
Yes.
Did you
So
take
Oh my
true.
god. His
Bryson, did you take
vocabulary.
AP English last year?
Yes, I'm taking
Did you
regular
take the
this
AP
year.
test?
No, I should have
Oh, you
though.
didn't?
You
Oh my
should
god,
have.
you
You
would
would
have
have done
fucking
so
You would've
good.
gotten like a
bombed. Or not
6.
bombed it. Oops, I'm sorry. You would you wouldn't bomb it. That was the wrong choice of words. You would have done super well on it because we actually had a writing topic on expectations and perfection, like striving for
Wow.
perfection.
Bryson was killing the
Or-
game. Start
Yeah.
that.
It is.
You can go
Yeah.
start
Oh
that.
my
podcast.
god.
My
You
AP
go.
English
You go start the.
essays, the best one.
I bet they are. You'd be Mr. Daniel's favorite.
I really
Oh god.
was.
KP Daniels.
I was in his
Yeah.
class for like
KP
one term.
Really? Oh my
What's
gosh.
the P stand for?
Pickle.
Patrick? Oh,
Patrick.
We've
Kevin
established
Patrick
this.
Daniels?
No,
Yep.
it's pickle. We've established this. And the
Oh.
thing.
Okay, now
I'm sorry.
oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ending it.
Sorry.
Okay, we're ending
No,
it.
we're ending it. We're ending it.
We want to thank all of our subscribers for watching, and that we're proud of you. But we will be prouder of you
If you subscribe,
if you subscribe.
Click that
Yeah.
bell.
smash that
Smash
like
that like
button.
button. Follow
Follow
us
us on
Instagram,
Insta
Twitter.
and Twitter.
And
Oh.
Twitter.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have an Instagram,
Twitter.
and Savannah does a really good job of keeping up with it.
I
Like
do.
a better job than I keep up with the Twitter.
I do
No
so
one follows
good
our
job.
Twitter account. You should follow our
Yes,
Twitter
we're
account
so
if you have
proud
a
of you,
Twitter.
Savannah.
Ha ha ha.
Follow
Have
the
a tweet
Twitter
on there.
too.
Yeah. Haha.
Follow the
Ah,
Twitter.
please.
Please.
Alright.
Please
All right.
and thank you.
This has
Yeah.
been episode 11.
Yes.
We will
Okay.
catch you in the
In
next one.
2 weeks. Bye.
Yep, in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
2 weeks. Bye.
Right.